everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am coming in with a relatively quick review of this Easy Sew skirt. So first of all, welcome to all those who are new to the channel, and welcome back to those who continue to tune in from week to week. This, like I said, will be relatively quick because I had a dentist appointment today and my gums hurt. So anyway, let me say this. This is a very, very easy sew, but there are a couple things to take into consideration. I made two. This is the True Bias Mave skirt. Now this came, I feel like it might have come out in 2021, or it could have been the year before. I don't remember. That's when I purchased it, June 2021, so 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was a good 30 pounds lighter. So the size pack that I purchased is a size 0 to 18. Needless to say, I needed to cut out the size 18. I also did not use 1/2 inch seam allowance because I'm like, no, my waist is 45 and my fullest part of my hip is 55. So no, that's not gonna work. So I sewed everything up at 3/8 inch seam allowance. Even with that, I will say for a size 18, the waist is for 38.5, and the finished garment measurements, let me see if I have that on here. Finished garment measurements for a size 18 is 49.5. So body measurement is 44. Add on roughly 5 inches to get your finished garment measurement for your waist. So since mine is 45, I knew that, okay, the waist would work. Same with the hip. The hip finished garment measurement is 54.5. So, but I knew that I can play with the seam allowance and how much gathering I did and everything for this to fit, because I wasn't going to grade it up. I figured there was enough room in the measurement and the sizing to, you know, do what I need to do. I will say this pattern does come in a larger size pack, and here's the size I would have sewn if I had the larger size pack. So the larger size pack goes from a 14 through a size 30, which starts at a waist of 34.5 and goes up to a waist of 57.5 as measurements. But the finished garment measurements for the 14 through 30 is for the hip, I should say, that's finished garment measurement for the waist. Finished garment measurement for the waist is 34.5 through 57.5, and then the hip 43.5 to 59.5. So, okay. Had I had the right size pack, I probably would have done, I looked about probably a size 22 is what I would have done. So now that we're there, now we're starting from there for the fit, so you understand what I'm talking about with the fit when I go into it. Easy pattern. You got, I did view, this is considered view. Only did one tier. This is considered view. What is that? Oh, midi with the ruffle. And so that's what I did. So you only have your front and back, you're cutting on the fold, you have your pocket pieces, you have your ruffle, you have your drawstring and your waistband. So super easy. This is a easy sew. You can get it done in under 2 hours, maybe faster depending on how fast you sew. Took me under 2 hours for both because you have the gathering, and then of course you're putting in the button for the drawstring and the elastic. Typically when patterns call for elastic and a drawstring, I don't do both, but because I am on the right trajectory for myself, for my health, with going back down in size, I figure I'm gonna throw in the drawstring because then I can still pull it in as needed even further without having to right away unpick to take out some of the elastic in the waist. So I made two versions. Now the first version, and let me just hold them up here. The first version was made out of a cotton I shared that I purchased from Hobby Lobby to test the, just go through and sew this up, this pattern up. Also because I don't own a black skirt at all, but I figured if I'm gonna make black, let me make a black skirt that I would like and that I could see me wearing frequently, and it will probably be the only black skirt I own in my closet, and I'm fine with that. So that's why I decided to do black. So this one is here, and I'm gonna pop up some pictures. So for the first one, the cotton one, I did put in the pockets. So we do have pockets, and you'll see me in the picture. We do have pockets for this version. I found the instructions for sewing this was really easy. It was nothing to it. Although I did fudge the pockets a little bit. They're not sitting as flush and flat as they should be. And that's because I thought I wasn't paying attention, because I'm thinking, oh, this is so easy. I wasn't paying attention how they wanted you to put in the pockets. So they do, for me, poke out just a little bit, ever so slightly. And then of course they have you do the 3 rows of stitches for after you put in the elastic, and so 2 above the buttonholes and 1 below. So I figured for me on the final one I wouldn't do that many rows, and I did not. This is the final, and you'll see it here also in with the I don't have this the right way around. Here we go. So here, you really can't tell because of the fabric, but I only did 2 rows of stitches, 1 at the top and 1 right below where the buttonhole is. And I thought that was good enough with the drawstring. So I really liked how that turned out. Now this fabric is a rayon blend, and I'm gonna see if I can hold this up. It's, yeah, you can see that it's like what is that called, the slight, is that not crepe, but that, see that little ripple in the fabric? It's a rayon blend. Anyway, you guys, this fabric was so shifty. I mean, I moved it and it was just so shifty, and it was hard to kind of keep it straight after it was cut and everything. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, even though this fabric is absolutely gorgeous. I'm doing the Ashton top to go with this. Here's my thing on the fit of this skirt. I like the cotton better than this, and I'll pop up a couple pictures so you can see in video. I'll show this one first. I put on the tank because that's what I envisioned. I wanted options to wear this, so I will wear it with the tank and have my duster, because that duster you see me wearing is not the same flower that is in the fabric. So I don't know what kind. This look like some kind of palm leaf, but I think I'm not a plant person where I know plants. Hydrangeas maybe, can you see that? So, but together they go really well. And I had the vision to wear that tank, which is the Love Notions title, with this skirt with the duster, or the option to wear it with the Ashton, which you'll see coming up, and this. But maybe not with the duster, because I was like, that might be too much. all of that. But anyway, so what I discovered once I sewed it up, I kind of felt this on the first version, but for sure it came across on the second version, maybe because this fabric is way more drapey. But I found that that line stopped, not the line, but that first top of the skirt where it stops, where you start gathering, for me that hits like right under my belly. I don't know if it's noticeable. Please give me your opinion. I'm asking for constructive criticism, but I feel like that made it more prominent, maybe because I felt it and you couldn't really tell, but I felt that there. And I'm thinking maybe that wouldn't have been as noticeable for me had I gone up, been larger in size, and then that wouldn't have been touching my skin as close to my body. The other thing was, with the tank in this, it just did not look good by itself. The tank and just this skirt, I don't know what it is. For me, it looked almost unkept. Like it didn't look refined. But then when I put on the duster with it, so I had the tank, the skirt, and the duster, then it looked fine. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it, yeah. So I know, I'm gonna see how this look. We'll see how this look when I get the Ashton done and pair it with the Ashton. How do I feel about it that way? Because maybe it's with the tank is just not working, or but then when I put the duster on over the tank and then had the skirt, I was good. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But I do love the skirt. Absolutely love the skirt. So far as the black one, I'll pop up a picture here. Totally opposite effect. When I had the, and I'm thinking it's the fabric. One is cotton, a little bit more stiff, structured. This is more drapey. I'm thinking that might be what it is, because when I had the black one on, and you'll see here, to me it was a totally different look because it was two totally different fabrics. And yeah, so with the black one, I could see me wearing the tank by itself and everything, no problem. But with this, I don't know. I don't know. It's something about the tank and this by itself that just did not work for me. However, this is a good pattern. This is a really good pattern. I have no complaints about the pattern at all. I actually do like how the drawstring and everything. I mean, I know there's nothing real special about that, putting a drawstring through when you have elastic in, but I thought that was really, really nice. If I didn't say, I am wearing my signature maxi dress by the Social Cafe. I did like a sew with me. I think it was the week before this video. So if you're interested in this, yes, the signature maxi dress, love, love, love. Go check that video out. So that is my review. I would say it would take under 2 hours. The instructions are super duper easy. I think it's an easy one of those gratification projects where there's nothing overly complicated about it. Although if you have a full belly like me, definitely go for the 14 through 30 size range, or maybe it's not necessarily size. It could be the most fullest part of your belly. So it doesn't matter what size you are in regards to that, right? You can be a size 10. And that fullest part of your belly, if you feel like that first tier will hit in the wrong spot, put the pattern up to you. Put those pieces up to you and see, or measure and see, where is that first line hitting. Is it comfortable for you? Do you want it a little higher so it's not filling any kind of way? Like for me, in both of them, I just feel that touch in my body, but I feel like maybe if I went with the larger size, it wouldn't feel like that. I don't know. It was an easy. So I love both skirts. I will be wearing them both. But do know this one will probably always have the duster. It will probably always have a duster or a cardigan. I only own one cardigan. No, two. I think I own two cardigans. So I might have to look into what kind of cardigan I can. I think there was one by Pattern Emporium that I saw that I liked, and Just Patterns, I believe, had a cardigan that I liked. But maybe that's what it's going to be, a cardigan or a duster when I wear this one. The other one, it doesn't matter. I can do the tank and duster, cardigan, whatever I want with that one. So let me round out with this. Okay, yeah, I hit up Lane Brand. Let me tell you, I am one. I don't mind being a person that make everything that I wear, down to my panties and my bra. However, when I was thinking I was going to have a big cutting session where I was going to cut out a bunch of knits and for several pairs of panties I wanted to make and whatnot. And so one, I just didn't have enough of the liner, the cotton for the liner piece. And then yeah, I misplaced my I didn't misplace it, it's here, but I misplaced all my lingerie findings and everything. And I don't think when I was moving everything around, I can't remember where I put it. So now I'm gonna have to do this thing one of these days and go back through everything in our garage. And if y'all saw my garage, y'all remember it's a lot of stuff in there. I'm gonna have to go through that stuff and go back through here. I feel like it's in here somewhere, but I don't know. And I was like, oh, I need some panties bad. So I went to Lane Bryant, and I love Lane. The reason I went to Lane Bryant, sometimes if I'm desperate, I might do Walmart, but I personally absolutely love Lane Bryant's because they do have the cotton ones, the cotton briefs, the hipsters, and high rise. I don't like low rise or thong or anything like that for my personal preference. But anyway, so I picked up, they had a sale, 5 for $30. I picked up the Comfort Bliss high waist brief. And when I tell you, actually, the only thing that annoyed me, because I went in there looking at the sizes, I was like, okay, I don't see any measurements on here. I thought they would at least put waist measurements on it. Something like that. I've been making my own panties for how long now, and I don't know. I just thought, because I feel like, because in Walmart, is it, I can't think of the brand, Jockey or Hanes women do have measurements on there. And so, but anyway, so I just kind of held them up to me. I was like, if they're a little too big, I'll just take them in. That was the thing. I was like, if I got a size a little bit too big, I'm just gonna, you know, take them in where I need to. But I thought these were so pretty, these colors. And I was like, yeah, I love these little fun colors. Now, what size did I pick up? I picked up a size 22, 24. And this one is called No Show High Waist Brief. They had the little pictures of the models and stuff. I was like, as long as it's covering my belly, that's what I like. Mine to come over my belly, not halfway through my belly. Hence my issue with that skirt, feeling like it was kind of hitting in the wrong spot. And then this one is also a No Show high waist brief, but I thought these were so pretty. I feel like they're a little big. But I was like, okay, that's what I told the lady in the store. I said, I think I'm just gonna go with a larger size, because if they're a little too big somewhere or get to be too big, I'll just sew them. I'll make the adjustment to them. She said, oh, you sew? I said, yes, I sure do. And I thought these were cute. These are cotton high waist brief. I thought these were so cute as well. And then these were cotton high waist brief. So yeah, this is, I don't mind buying if I need to, but I just love to sew. Absolutely love sewing. Love. So that is it. That's all I got for today, and I'm done. I'm done talking because my gums and everything hurt. So from the cleaning, and she was ooh. But anyway, I don't particularly care for the dentist, but you know, you do what you do. Anyway, all right, everybody, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, put them down in the comment section. I don't mind. I'm saying, say what you want to say, because I just felt like my floral skirt, it just looked, I don't know, matronly. Until I put the duster on, it was good. But by itself, I was like, I don't know. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Don't forget, by now you should have seen my video from Sunday, which is my feature in Sewn magazine. And don't forget, information about the retreat, the Sewn retreat happened in February 2026, is down in the description box. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video on your way out, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, everybody, have a blessed one. Bye.